What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Backliners podcast. It's Aggro and BaRRaCCuDDa. Barry, I feel like I'm back in the saddle here. You know, we're using vMix, a program, the same program that we used when we were doing SPL online casting. I'm equally unprepared as I was for all of those broadcasts, so that makes me feel good and at home. And I'm excited for our next iteration of our live interactive AMA. Aren't you? Well, some things have to stay the same, you know, whether it's we're using this program or I'm using the normal OBS program. We have our typical, this would be a really good bit actually if this were all like a bit that the audio problems continue to happen. That would be, I think that's good. Barry's getting his audio worked out. I think I might be cursed, chat. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is completely my fault. What's really awesome from BaRRa here is that he's just continuing to just do his thing. This is an esports veteran who is used to being on, like, you know, like the player booth, like the light on the camera lights up when they're showing you. So you know you're on camera and you have to pretend to be like super normal. You know, you're like, oh, I don't have to look like, you know, I'm just like doing my thing. And Barry's used to it, man. He's right there with it. Can you hear me now, Barry?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
At what point could you start hearing me? Why didn't you just started laughing? So I guessed you could hear me.
Oh, about a minute ago when you were talking about me being, or maybe it was like 30 seconds, like me talking.
What is
you
this?
Talking about me being like,
I'm getting griefed.
Well, how are you getting griefed? You were talking the entire time. I didn't want to cut you off. You were exercising those lungs for so long that I didn't want to cut you off in the middle of it. You were talking about, you know, and also you were complimenting me. So
it's true that I
really can't interrupt that. And
no, that was actually another esports savvy move. You know, a veteran move from you. Yeah. I'm right that the camera lights up in the player booth whenever it's like on you during like picks and bans or something like that.
Yeah, it changes to green.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I've been in there. So.
Barry, you were in that booth like every week basically for like 4 years, and you've been out of it for a month and you forget?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was green because it was always on red, but when it was, I assume when we get in, I assume when we get into game it goes green, maybe. But my gut is telling me that it goes green.
There you go. Well, there you have it. Green, red, whatever it may be. Welcome into the interactive AMA. I was saying on the intro, Barry, that we're pumped for the AMA. I've been like legitimately looking forward to this to the show because I think these are by far the most fun things that we do.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I just want people to harass you the entire show. That would make my night. Yeah, you.
Bro, there have been a lot of... This is a terrible place to start this episode. There's been a lot of Reddit threads recently, you know, about the state of the game, all that kind of stuff. Very typical.
Positive things, I assume.
No. And there have been a lot in particular of, well, this is how Aggro likes it. Or like, if you listen to what Aggro says, this is, you know, Warriors being terrible is good for the game, which like, I don't truly, like, I have an educated guess as to how that's what they got out of things I've said, but either way, there has been an increased amount of that type of talk, and I do think it's like funny. I also do have to stop myself from responding sometimes because like that's my natural instinct.
I mean, you are kind of like the overlord of game design at the moment, are you not? Like, literally everyone on the team just listens to you, and they're like, whatever you say, Mr. Aggro. You want Warriors to be bad? We'll do that. You want Breastplate BOP? We'll do that. You want mages in 2 roles? Yeah, we'll do that too. Whatever you want, Aggro.
Yep. Yeah, it's tough always to get my orders out to my underlings. Because so much of my day is taken up by telling them what they're having for lunch and dinner that day. And so many dietary restrictions and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I've started to trust them with that, but I don't know. Really? Sometimes I look over and Lermy's still holding her breath, and I'm like, Lermy!
She's like, finally.
Yeah, she's like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, no, he's talking about this. You can do it. Yeah,
I believe in you.
That's how it goes, though, every day for sure. So yeah, if you want to join the interactive AMA, if you're listening to this or watching this later on, unlucky for you. But for those who are watching live on Twitch, there is a link in the chat right now in order to head there. And of course, our Patreon subscribers have gotten their code. Hopefully, if not, you can check the announcements channel in the Patreon Discord to join for free. But excited to have some people hop in and join us on our merry ride here on the interactive AMA. But before we bring anyone in, Barry, give us the general regular job update. How's another week of the normal man's life going for you?
It is absolutely fantastic. So this
You look so happy. You're like, yes, like this is
it was
9 to 5, baby.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are just they dread 9 to 5s, or it's like a very like talk down thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go from being very scared like about your future and very scared for like just stressed out like every like few months, am I going to get dropped, like
Sure.
it's just a very stressful time. And then having like a bit of stability is wonderful. And obviously I really want to go into details and talk about what I do for my job, but I really want to keep it secret, I guess, just for like privacy reasons outside.
Typical CIA stuff. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they
so crazy how every single government agency was banging on your door. They needed a pro gamer
immediately. Yeah,
for
that
the most top secret missions.
Yeah, they showed up and they're like, "We need you, Mr. Bear," and I couldn't say no.
You couldn't say no because they literally were armed. No.
Yeah, they forced me to it. I definitely couldn't say no. It's fantastic. I got my benefits laid out for next year, and so because I don't get benefits for like
open enrollment. Is this your first open enrollment season?
Yes. Well, I did do open enrollment like when I had to sign up for like the individual healthcare, like for my own. And my healthcare. Yeah, I'm giddy. My payment is gonna go from $460 a month to $90.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Isn't that crazy?
That's like all the couponing you like to do. You don't have to. That's a lot that you can skip.
Exactly. Or I just get more back, and then also my dental. I pay like $46 a month for dental right now. My dental is going to be like $8.
Yeah, dental is normally pretty cheap.
It's
nice.
Crazy.
I do think it's insane though that health insurance and dental and vision are 3 separate things. Like having a healthy mouth and healthy eyesight, like don't fall under the general health insurance. That's just
why would it?
Out of their purview. You know what I mean? You can't have that. They're like, what? Like, you don't need that. Like, you can do that on your own time or find another policy if you want. You know what I mean?
Just
like,
brush your teeth, man.
I was going to say, you paying $46 a month. Toothpaste is not that expensive, my guy.
I know, right? I also, this is troll, but I haven't been to the dentist in like a few years now. And I'm like,
you were paying $46 a month for what? You were
that's what I just thought about. I know. Yeah. I was literally burning it, which I'm doing the same thing with my health insurance. I mean, I'm just burning that unless I die or like go into like unless I hit that deductible, I start like, getting money back.
It's true. We hit our deductible this year having, a kid and all, and I'm like dreading. It's been really nice.
Yeah, you have like 2 months. If you need to do like any surgeries or anything, now is the time.
Right. I thought so too. And I was like, I'm going to get LASIK because I have terrible eyesight. I'm like legally blind without contacts or glasses. And then it was like, oh, well, you hit your health insurance deductible. That's where vision insurance and health insurance being separate is really key because otherwise you could get like the best surgery that you could get, or like I could get some dental work done or whatever it is. I have not found any super fun elective medical surgeries yet, but if anyone knows of any and can get me scheduled quickly, hit me up because I'm down. T-minus 2 months. Like we got to get cracking on this, you know?
This sounds like a very illegal trade that you're doing. It just sounds like something under the table.
Just,
if anybody knows about any Craigslist surgeries, I need to sign up.
No, I'm going to go to a very legitimate place. I'm just not going to have to pay for it because of my insurance, hopefully, though it's a for-profit. Anyways, for everyone waiting to join the show, if you could, you know, we got our producers on the back end. Okay, this is too good. I got to call this out. A chatter with the username Booty Clap King types aggro with a BBL. You have a one-track mind, my friend, and I respect it. That is on brand for you. That is good work. And also, hit me with the surgeon's number. Yeah, if you're ready to join the show, if you're in the call, if you've joined using the link, just raise your hand whenever you're ready, and our producers will let us know and start to get some people in. Hello, dear friend. What's your name? Oh, and we got audio right off the rip. We love it.
Oh, shoot. I should have muted for the bit.
That would have been really funny.
No.
Well, my Twitch name, I guess, is just Bongwater.
Or boy. It's B-Dubs.
I don't know if I don't know if Twitch would have liked me saying that. That's not bad.
It's fine. You know, well, they gave you the name, so they should be fine.
Fair.
Yeah, it's not there. You've done what you needed to do. They approved.
Yeah, you passed the test.
Yeah. I passed. Yeah, exactly. So, harking back to the days of old pod questions, but twisting it. What is, instead of the ideal sandwich, what is your ideal pizza?
Oh, great question, B-Dubs. I expected nothing less from you. Barry, go ahead and embarrass yourself first.
What? Hold on, I gotta pull it up. I have my order saved.
I was gonna say pepperoni pizza.
You have it saved? I thought he was gonna be, I like cheese.
Yeah,
which is like...
I prepared for BW's question.
You prepared for this?
I was
Seriously, let me write down all of my favorite food things. I know people will ask, but I don't want to get
I was in on it.
Yeah,
right.
You prepared them. You were like, listen, I'm going to ask you this question. Don't embarrass yourself. Okay, well, I feel like I should just answer now because Bear's got prepared.
I need like a minute.
Okay, yeah, I got
but
you.
Yeah. Just hurry up.
How many pizza apps do you have on your
I have one. It's floating very slowly.
Okay, so there are lots of different ways to look at this question, B-Dubs. And you should have seen this coming. Yes, there is. Here's what I will say. I don't want a specialty pizza or a pizza with a lot of toppings the first time I try a pizza place, because I want to get a good sense of their baseline capabilities. And this sounds really psychotic, and it is, but this is also legitimately true. I'm not making this up. I will not want anything besides a pepperoni or a cheese pizza from a pizza place the first time we get it. And this is for like takeout. Pizzas are in different tiers, right? There's chain pizzas like Pizza Hut, Papa John's, all that stuff. Then there's like takeout pizza, which is like family chains that do delivery. And then there's like sit down pizza places, like your stone oven pizza places and that kind of stuff. Those are in a different category because they're just like so much more expensive. You know, places like Antico Barra, you know, that's like a popular place here in Atlanta. That place isn't like a mom and pop shop. You know what I mean? So the first time I'm eating at a mom and pop shop, I'm getting pepperoni or cheese just to get a sense for how good's their crust, their sauce, all that kind of stuff. I'm a pizza freak because I worked in my uncle's pizza shop for years and have my strongest opinions about anything are basically about pizza. If I'm going to my uncle's pizza shop, though, my favorite pizza in the entire world, it's the best. Here are some of my classic pizza orders that I really love. Okay, first one, I call it the Spicy Mister. It's hot Italian sausage, banana peppers, and ricotta cheese. Absolute banger. And here's the thing about sausage on pizza. None of that sliced garbage, like the big like slices of sausage, it's bad. I want sausage that's like the really crumbly little crispy pieces. That's the good type of sausage on pizza. I don't want any sausage that's like pepperoni sized. I'd say my favorite overall guaranteed good pizza, though, is very simple.
Good, that's the question.
That's where I was getting to it, Barry. Is me 45 minutes from now. And that's why cheese pizza is the best. No, it's I like a pizza with pepperoni, the little crumbly pieces of sausage, and green pepper. That's like, I think, the nice, simple, solid, this is what like I'm really craving type of pizza. That's my answer. There you go. BaRRa, did that give you enough time to load your 53 different types of pizza apps that you have?
Yeah, I think Calvin's also an adult now.
Calvin's like, Dad, shut up, man.
He's been talking about
English.
pizza for the last 18 years.
I know. Oh, wait, great question. Hold on. Someone in chat, Coob, says, what type of crust? Here's the thing about crust, okay? A good pizza place is only going to have like one or two types of crust, like not messing with like the million different types or whatever. I don't want it to be too thin. It needs to have a little bit of puff to it. The number one problem with most crusts from places that I taste is they don't salt their dough enough. You really need to salt the dough in order to make sure that your crust isn't bland. There's so much salt in the cheese, and there should be a lot of salt as well in the sauce, that you can't let it like overpower the savoriness of the crust. So number one time, I'd say most times you taste a crust that's just bland, it's because they don't put enough salt in their dough. It's a huge issue. The total noob trap. There you go. BaRRa, by all means.
I was still just going to wait just in case there was anything more.
I'm good for now.
Are you sure that's the end? Are you sure?
No. You better start talking now before I start again.
It's starting. So my pizza would be, I like a relatively like thick crust. One that's like malleable but still like holds its form. It needs to have my two favorite cheeses on pizza are mozzarella and parm. I think both of those have a very good combination, very good flavor combination. Obviously, all the stuff's going to be vegan. I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but people might be like, "Oh, that's cheese." It's not, and it would be like Italian sausage, little crumbles. I agree with Aggro. That's like the best meat on a pizza in general, vegan or not. It just always cuts through everything else, and gives you that kind of like, it's not pungent flavor. I don't know what the word is, but it kind of like, it's a good like mediator of all the flavors. It needs to have a lot of Italian seasoning on it. I do also like a little bit of salt and pepper. I think both of those are both pretty good on a pizza. And then mushrooms and jalapenos. I like my pizza very spicy. I like it to burn my mouth from beginning to end. Also, the crust on the end has to be good.
Yes, has to be.
If the crust isn't good, it kind of just ruins the whole pizza. Like if you go through all the cheese and you get to the crust and you don't want to eat the crust, then that's a bad pizza. In my opinion, you shouldn't need the cheese in front of it to bite into the crust as well. The crust needs to be able to like hold its like, it needs to be strong on its own, you know. It needs to be independent. It needs to be like soft, but it also needs to be hard at the same time.
Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
Exactly, but not too chewy, because too chewy is just a weird.
We're cooking it, you know.
I can take or leave cheese stuffed crust. Sometimes I like it, and
it's not good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want it, but it's gimmicky, you know. It's
exactly. That's exactly how I feel actually. Yeah. And I would say that's pretty much it. But the red sauce needs to be spicy. It has to be spicy.
Yeah, it can't be boring.
But it doesn't need to carry a lot of weight. It just needs, I like a pretty standard red sauce, but it needs to be spicy.
Can I just say real quick how proud I am of you, BaRRa, that when we started this podcast, you would have simply said, I don't know, like cheese and stuff.
I like cheese.
You talked for a full straight minute about the crust alone. You didn't even get started on the toppings yet. That was good work from you, buddy. I'm proud. That was good stuff.
I did that for you, baby.
I'm proud of you, bud. B-Dubs, that was a great question as always. You got anything else for us before we head on to the next?
Not yet. I'll cook.
As you always do, my friend. Appreciate you. Thanks for hopping on, bro. Have a good night. Big shout out to B-Dub, a longtime supporter of the podcast, and a long time of me shortening handled to be
Right.
because I don't know if I should say
I
it.
feel like we really know him if we're shortening his name.
Right. I mean,
I feel
I'm a nickname type of
it's
guy.
intimate.
Like I like giving
Yeah.
people nicknames.
Mhm.
And it's a good nickname. I just don't want people to think it's necessarily Buffalo Wild Wings. But I will say I had Buffalo Wild Wings for the first time in years, like a couple weeks ago, and it was like kind of good. Like it was actually like solid. I was impressed.
I think it depends on the restaurant.
For sure.
I think it's the same as fast food. Well, I
Yep.
feel like this is obvious. Some restaurants good, some restaurants bad.
I tweeted about this a long time ago. It is actually crazy. I mean, this is true for literally every job on earth. It is just employee diff, but it's really apparent in food. Like it is just
100%.
employee diff. Like
Also,
an employee who cares can make McDonald's taste delicious.
100%. Yeah, I think that's the biggest difference is the fast food area, whether food is good or absolute trash. Like once you receive it and you look in your bag and it's like just all mushy or just thrown all around, you're like, I don't even want to eat this anymore. Like this just,
it can be so
or it's
bad.
like your hunger overtakes you and like two
yeah,
bites
when
in,
you're, I was
like,
gonna say when you're so hungry that you're like, I'm gonna eat it no matter what, but damn, this sucks. Like that is the worst. Like that really stinks.
I think we did that with either Taco Bell or Del Taco. I was starving when we got back to the house, and I was like,
Bro. Del Taco.
Half the way into it, and I was like, this is the worst food I've ever had.
Don't get me started. The first time I had Del Taco, I was like, yo, this is really good. How come I've never heard of this? I tried it 3 more times, literally inedible every single time. I just got lucky the first time. Before we bring on our next guest, Bobby in the chat said B-Dubs is so bad. First of all, Buffalo Wild Wings, not our friend B-Dubs, because he would never say that about our friend. Secondly, normally I'd agree, Bobby. Ask Miff and Gore. I went with them. They'd corroborate my story. It was actually good. All right, we're ready for our next guest. Evan, I believe, is next up, joining the show. Yo, Evan, I've got a good guess on this being neon here, based on the Iowa sweatshirt. Man, what's up, dude?
Yeah, what's up? You guys hear me all right?
Oh, Neon.
Yeah, we got you.
Yes, sir.
You're
You sound
coming in
wonderful.
loud and clear. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good. How about yourselves?
Having a good time. Having a good time.
All right, well, I've got my question. So I've actually recently moved to Seattle, Washington, so pretty far away from where I'm from. So my big question would be, if it's more, this kind of fits aggro more, but if there was one thing you could bring from your home city to where you live now, what would you bring?
Okay,
Like,
I swear this whole show is not going to be about
thing.
food.
So
I swear it's not going to be about food, but it is pizza. And it's not because we just talked about it. The pizza in Atlanta is embarrassing. It is bad. It is expensive, number one. It's overpriced, and it's bad. Like getting outside of the chain pizzas, which I don't usually want, like a mom and pop pizza place around here, a large pizza is like $16, and it's not good. Like, how do they get away with this? It's criminal. We literally go eat in my uncle's pizza shop like an embarrassing amount when we go back to Pittsburgh, because we just miss good pizza so much. And that is, I would want my uncle's pizza shop here. Besides, like my friends and my family and all that kind of stuff. None of that lame stuff. I want better pizza. Here, I desperately miss the better pizza for sure. And like pierogies. Like there are lots of like pierogi places in Pittsburgh, because that's like a Pittsburgh Polish thing. It's for the first few years, like you couldn't even get pierogies in the grocery store around here. They did start selling them, but man, yeah, it was rough for the Polish food down here for a little bit. That's good Pittsburgh stuff.
What's a pierogi?
Are you serious right now?
I don't know what it is either, by the way. So
what?
Yeah.
Neither of you? That is crazy.
I'm sorry.
A pierogi. Well, you can get them vegan probably. You're probably gonna love them, Barry. It's just like a little like potato pocket kind of. Like it's a dumpling. It's a potato dumpling with mashed potatoes inside it, And it sounds like that's too much potato. It's not. Like, it's so good. It's sauteed with onions and butter, and it's so good. Like,
so you're just eating a different mashed potato.
Yeah, potato ravioli, says Cyrus. That's a good like way to.
You are not selling this well.
Yeah, that's gotta be bad.
What potato wrap? Are you guys briefing me? What are you talking about?
Are you briefing us?
No, pierogies are so good. You can get them like, you know, the traditional way, because it's a Polish food, is like with sauerkraut. Sauerkraut's trash. Like, obviously we don't want that. But you can get it with like, I love like a pierogi with some onions and butter and some hot sauce on it. It's like so good. Yeah, okay, it's potato filling, not mashed potatoes. They're so good. Cyrus says, not originally from PA, only found out when they moved there. They bang. There you go. Okay, Bobby's saying I'm selling them badly as well. I don't know how. Potato ravioli, I'd be sprinting to my store. Like, you guys are just haters. But he also says they are so good in all caps. Like, what else? If it's not me, trust... Okay, maybe not Bobby. Trust Cyrus. That's who you should trust.
Yeah, Bobby's pretty low on my trustworthy scale.
Barry, you can go and get them at Publix. Well, I don't know if the ones they sell at Publix will be vegan, but Mrs. P's Pierogies is like the Pittsburgh brand they actually started selling here. They're top tier. Yeah, pierogies are great. I cannot believe the slander that I'm hearing. They're so good.
It's slander because you sold it terribly. You were the worst used car salesman I've ever heard.
Fine, bro. More pierogies for me. You two clowns will be
you want
whatever boiled peanuts over there, freaking idiots.
We put a potato in your car. Does this not sound delicious?
You're gonna boiled. Never mind. Barry, let's say theoretically you moved from Georgia. What Georgia thing, in the spirit of Neon's question, would you miss the most?
I would unironically say the weather. That might be like a weird answer, but I just really enjoy the weather here. Outside of the allergies are terrible.
The allergies are really bad here.
Yeah, I overall do enjoy the weather here. If it was like an item, let's see. What item in my house would I assume not like animal related, like I can't take like a cat or like a dog.
Well, no,
like
they'd come with you if you moved. Okay. Like,
yeah, Bear would leave his dogs, dog and cat.
Bear's like, I wish I
could with us.
I wish I could bring. I'd bring Destiny. You know?
Yeah, right.
Like he's leaving her behind. He's like, what? I'd bring my chair. I'd miss my chair. Like, bring all that. This man's never moved. He doesn't get it.
No, I've really never moved. I mean, outside of Georgia, I've been in Georgia forever. I don't think I can answer the question as badly as I want to. I don't know if
you'd miss boiled peanuts, Barry. Nowhere else is serving that garbage.
Yeah, but bro, you are so wrong. It's crazy. You sold me potatoes in a pocket, and you're talking about boiled peanuts? Like. Bro,
I'd rather have a potato in my pocket and take a bite out of it.
Yeah, neither of these are good things, by the way. You guys are comparing two bad things, okay?
Okay, can we get this guy out of here? Like, get Neon off the call.
We gotta get the cane that like pulls him off stage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yanks him
and that's
to the side of the stage. Yeah, we can agree that Neon. What terrible regional thing do you like that we can crap on, huh?
Yeah. Right.
Well, okay. There's a weird thing in Iowa that I didn't even like recognize. This is just my state getting roasted for this. So it's a weird food thing, but they eat cinnamon rolls and chili at the same time.
That is. You're going to jail. Like,
yeah, it's criminal, right? Like, I didn't know this existed.
Disgusting. What? How did that happen the first time?
I have no clue. Like, it was like a whole thing. So like, I listened to like regional podcasts like from the state of like, it's like they're usually sports podcasts, but for some reason they got into this thing with the like cinnamon roll and chili because one of the other schools, Iowa State, was playing Cincinnati. And in Cincinnati, they have weird chili with like pasta, right? Though they have chili with pasta though. And
pasta
here
chili.
they were like, oh, well, we have. So they were going to call it the Chili Bowl because they have cinnamon rolls in Chile. And I grew up in Iowa. I lived there for 21 years, and I have never heard of that in my life. Never heard anyone who's eaten that before. And I was
we
like,
were tracking
wait.
your IP right now, like until you said that. Like we were gonna dox you, bro. Like,
I just got me called, so.
You saved
No,
yourself.
I've never had it before,
He's good.
No, I've never had it before, but I was like, wait, people
you
eat
gotta
this
lead
like,
with that,
together?
homie. Like you gotta say that first. Like that should have been the first thing you said. No, that is psychotic. That is crazy.
Yeah, so that's
also,
maybe the weird Iowa cuisine. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, I appreciate you sharing that. I actually don't. I'm gonna literally that for like multiple weeks. That is so. I'm gonna be enjoying a cinnamon roll, one of the greatest things to ever be invented, by the way, and then think someone eats this with chili, and it's gonna like take away from my experience a little bit.
I can't believe that existed.
How could you do this to me?
I'm still just thinking about someone just taking a bite and then spooning chili into their mouth and being like, yes.
Do you think they like scoop it up with the cinnamon roll? Like, what's the tech? Like,
no.
Yeah, so I actually saw a picture, right, that someone sent where like there was a bowl of chili and they put
Get him off the show.
No.
We can't do it anymore. Get him out. We can't have Neon.
I'll stop.
Yeah, we gotta stop. Thank you, Neon, for ruining one of the greatest things, the few joys I had left in life. Now gone. Great. Another one lost to the internet.
Thanks, government.
No. Sorry, guys.
It's all good, Neon. Thanks for coming on.
Of course.
Dude, Bobby had the old "What's the shape of Italy" for the. You played enough Xbox to get that, right? Where,
yeah.
Do that, and then what's the new streaming service? That is probably what the kids are saying now. That's probably another one that I didn't even think of.
He's just
which is kind of crazy.
He's just younger than us.
That is true. I'm glad you corrected yourself because that first part, the first thing you said wasn't true.
I can't believe I said that.
That was wrong. You know what else the kids are saying? The kids are saying that they love Factor meals because Factor is America's #1 meal kit. That's what they keep saying it. I'm like, oh my God, stop saying
Calvin just
Factor
won't
is
stop.
so great. The only words he can say are Factor, America's #1 meal kit. I'm like, Dada? He's like, Factor. And it's a deep voice. I don't know where he gets it.
And then he poops his pants.
But it's really clean thanks to all the fiber in Factor's meal kits. This holiday season, you might be looking for nutritious, convenient meals to keep you energized on jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, can help you fuel up fast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. It has in big capital letters, "Don't feed this to newborns." I don't know why we'd have to say this. I don't know. Like, I guess they just knew that I was going to do that. It doesn't say that. I made that up. I could probably, never mind. Factor is legitimately very good and very tasty, and they would never, and I mean this, and if this is wrong, we're ending our partnership with Factor. They would never serve you a cinnamon roll with chili. They wouldn't.
No,
they wouldn't dare.
You can't even order both of those together.
No, they cancel your order, so don't try it.
Same with pierogies.
You weirdos, don't do it. If they probably do have something like cinnamon rolls though, because they have, apple cinnamon pancakes, bacon and cheddar egg bites, and potato bacon and egg breakfast skillets. I wonder if they have pierogies. If Factor does have pierogies, that's a good way for you to try them potentially, because they do have a bunch of great options for your dietary restrictions, like high protein diet, vegan, veggie, all that kind of stuff. And it's all delivered straight to your door, extremely tasty, and then ready in just 2 minutes, no prep, no mess. So head to factormeals.com/backliners50 and use code backliners50 to get 50% off. That's code backliners50 at factormeals.com/backliners50 to get 50% off. Barry, what happened? Oh my God. Don't look in our community Discord. Don't look. B-dubs may or may not have posted a cinnamon roll in a bowl of chili.
No.
It's disturbing. Let's bring on another guest. Hopefully we can Why I can't? That's like that needed an NSFW warning. Like we needed a spoiler tag, something like that. We got Tim joining in. Yo, you weren't looking in the Discord, were you, Timmy?
I certainly was. Yes.
B-dubs, you got Timmy, bro. You can't be doing that. That is messed up. Yo, Timmy, good to see you, brother. Timmy, 2 shots. Timmy, friend here on the podcast.
What's up, fellas?
What's on your mind tonight, man?
Well, love you guys. So I'm happy. Happy to be here.
Glad to have you, baby.
Yeah. So I've asked this on the question of the week before, but I don't think you had enough context and your answers sucked. So I wanted to revisit it.
His answer, maybe.
No.
Timmy's like, I'm going to give you idiots another chance. This was too bad.
Yeah.
Imagine how embarrassing this is going to be when my answer is worse this time. Go ahead, Timmy.
Yeah, probably. No, the idea is right. Money is no object. You don't need house cleaners or food, but you're rich, right? And sometimes when rich people get whatever they want, they like their green room setup is like, I wanted 72 degrees, only green M&Ms, like, pretty specific. So like in your house, you have your scenario. It's not cleaning. It's not cooking. It could be a food in your house. Like I would always want cereal and milk in my house. Like that would be my
which
scenario. Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of good ones. So like it would vary.
You're a man after my own heart, Timmy. There's as we know, there are 3 categories of cereal, Timmy, as we know.
Right.
Okay. Chocolate, sugary, non-sugary. Those are the three categories of cereal. Timmy, did you know I saw Kit Kat cereal the other day in Publix and I got it?
Yes.
It's actually good.
It is. I think I think we talked about this maybe in the Discord. Maybe you weren't involved, but
maybe we did.
I got it.
Oh my god, I think you're right.
The absorption rate was ridiculous. It didn't absorb, and I was like, wait a minute, like
it didn't.
It's
kind of like Cocoa Pebbles, or no, Cocoa Puffs. It's like Cocoa Puffs, but with better milk absorption and not as dense. God, Timmy, why don't we have a podcast, bro? We can ditch this BaRRa idiot. We can talk about cereal all day. Like, we don't need this clown.
I could talk cereal. Funny enough, my wife in our vows said that she will keep cereal and milk in the house for me at all times.
I love
so
that.
By terms, if it's not in the house, we just
Yeah, I mean, that's a divorce. No. Like, you're like, honey, the last one. It's getting close, BaRRa, where'd you go, by the way? You literally just ditched Timmy and I. Well, we were vibing.
Well, right? You said, there's 3 types of cereal, so I assumed it was going to be 15 minutes of me not talking. So I really had to pee, so I went to go pee.
Nice.
I just assumed you were going to talk for a very long time.
No, Timmy knew the 3 categories of cereal. He was all about it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Everyone knows the 3 categories of cereal.
Right, as we just listed them.
Anyone who listens here.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Timmy. So what would our green room setup be for like having a specific like setup?
Yeah. So I'll share mine. Just I hate finding socks. So I would have a vending machine to where I would wake up, categories, and I don't have to pay for it, but I just A3 dress socks, go boom, I'm out the door.
That's smart. I like that. Okay, do you remember what I answered last time? Because I want to know what was so bad. I don't know what I would have answered.
I just don't know if you had the clarification of like. Sure. The way I worded it in the text, it was just not very clarified.
No, don't take responsibility for this. If I gave a crappy answer, I gave a crappy answer. I'm owning up to it. I've got a good answer for you here, though. No, I definitely would. I would, and I will do it again. I'm not scared. I would want a bowl of not bacon bits, but broken up pieces of extremely crispy bacon.
But not burnt
basically
bacon,
exactly what I was talking about with the potato soup that we had. Like, I love that. I would want a constant bowl of not cold. It doesn't have to be warm, though. You can, like, food safety things aside, like just like room temperature, crispy chunks of bacon. I would snack on that until my heart exploded, which probably wouldn't be that long because it's bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I would also want a rotating hat display for me to just like, like the tie racks that like, like can rotate like a dry cleaner thing. I just want to be able to be like, okay, this is the hat I want to wear. Like, okay, I grab it off the rack, put it on, and then I'm good to go. And it's got to clean them as well. Like, I don't know about you guys, but my hats, like, especially the ones I wear when I'm like disc golfing or something like that, they get so gross. And washing hats is like so annoying. I hate it. So, a self-cleaning circular hat rack and broken up pieces of crispy bacon would be my answer.
Nice. I feel like you just be like, hey, Butler, pick me up my red hat. And,
can I get the white, fitted? I'm not. I want my hats all fitted too. Like I don't, not like the flat brim fits, but like I just don't like having that piece just annoys me. Like the baseball hats that are just like stretchy. Those are the best. I like those. Sorry, Barry. Go ahead.
Mine is probably just going to be food related, because I'm not the biggest like material guy. I kind of just like I have like a few things in my house, but it's like a computer, couch, TV. I would want like a perfect like fresh fruit dispenser. That's like pre-cut fresh strawberries, pre-cut like mango, pre-cut bananas.
Kind
of like
if I could like
vegan,
get like one of those cereal dispensers, but it's like blueberries that were just washed and are nice and cold.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that would be fire.
Kind of okay. I'm transitioning here. My own like froyo setup, I think would be perfect. Because I haven't gotten froyo a lot since I've gone vegan because it's hard to find like vegan options that are good. And I miss froyo. So like a perfect like 12 rotating flavors. That with like new flavors coming.
Not asking for too much there. A dozen rotating flavors.
Money's not an issue.
No objects.
And
no
I've
objects.
got
you're stimulating the economy, bro.
Stress.
You're paying multiple college funds there. Is all I'm saying.
I had a question though.
And
yeah.
Oh sure.
Are you like you want like 2 or 3 flavors and they rotate every week? Or are you saying you want 12 flavors for a full week and then it just kind of?
I would want like 6 like traditional, like the vanilla, the chocolate, the cheesecake, like double fudge, like those 6. And then I'd want like 6 flavors that are kind of like mixes of those, but also like new, like maybe like a Reese's or like a peanut butter. Just like new flavors to where I can mix the traditional ones that I love, because every single time I went to a froyo place, I was getting cheesecake, 100%. Like New York cheesecake or whatever was the best, and I would always mix that with like a chocolate.
I mean, it's not for me. I'm a cake batter froyo kind of guy. I was a cake batter man.
You'll get on that train eventually. I believe in you.
When I grow up,
and then when you grow up, and then I would want kind of just a very large pool in the same room. I really enjoy swimming. Swimming pool. And every time we went to Florida, swimming is like one of my favorite things to do, and I just don't get to do it enough. And I feel like I would do it a lot more. And it's like one of the healthiest activities you could do. So if I would just come home from work or come home from anywhere and just go for a dip in my pool, cool to like a cool temperature when you get in, but it's not like freezing cold, But I want it to be like, ooh, a little refreshing. Like a little surprise, a little shock.
Oh no, it's gotta be a little warmer than that.
No, I kind of like it cold actually. I want it to be like shocking when I get in. I don't want a heated pool. I feel like a heated pool would be uncomfortable. And honestly, Timmy, I think I would also want like a cereal dispenser as well. Rotating cereals as well, because if I have infinite money, then I have infinite like healthcare, and I would just eat like a lot of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Reese's Puffs.
Absolutely.
Probably like way more than I would need. And then also, I'd probably just get like a new Subaru. I think, also in that like group, I think that would be like.
Where did that come from? Hey, Timmy, I'm adding a private jet to my answer. How about that? I'm getting a freaking island. Okay,
it's a garage.
He opened up.
It's a swimming pool.
He opened up with, "I'm not too materialistic," and then proceeds to name the most things that anyone named. No.
Yeah, me.
Which is great.
Bacon and a hat rack. BaRRA, a Subaru, and a pool.
Private pool right in the middle of my living room.
Rotate 12 rodeo flavors regularly.
You guys just started taking advantage of the situation, I think.
Yeah, no, hey, I respect it.
A lot of people were saying sushi because this is, something that I just generally use for conversation starters. Like just having sushi in their house all the time. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. I would have a barista, like my own personal, just make me up a coffee whenever I want. Like that would be another something. But I mean,
bro, yeah, someone rolling fresh sushi for me, that's taking it to another level right there. That's a good plan. All right, that's all we got time for today for you, Timmy. Thank you very much for calling in, my friend. Good to see you.
Pierogies are OP.
Bye, Timmy.
Yes, my boy. That's why Timmy's the man right there. He knows pierogies, number one. BaRRa, you gotta respect it now. If Timmy's telling you, you gotta know.
Okay, if I can find them in Publix, I'll get them. If I can find them and they're vegan, I'll slay them.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be vegan, but you should.
A lot of these just have cheese in them. The Miss T's.
Yeah, Mrs. T's, baby. Those are the best. That's the stuff. Cheese and potato filling.
And bacon. That's all they have.
Cheese and bacon.
What?
Yummy. Surely there's like a vegan thing that you get food from that has it. We can find a thing for you. Just Google pierogies near me.
Yeah.
You found some? Wait, hold on. Now I'm Googling pierogies near me. Give me one moment.
Yeah, there's a few places near me where I can get pierogies.
Well, are they vegan?
I have to call. I assume most places are closed right now.
True. Okay, yeah, we got a Polish kitchen. Oh my god, these pierogies look so good. Okay, this is really far. I literally might be going there. I'm not kidding.
All right, I'm carpooling with you.
All right, next up, we got our next guest coming in. We do have the full production team helping us here, and we don't want to keep them here all night, so I apologize that these next few might be a little bit quicker, but we're starting it off here again with Austin. Yo, Austin, welcome in, dude. How you doing tonight?
How's it going, guys? It's good to be here.
It's doing good. Is that a Christmas tree that I see back there?
Oh, already, yeah. It's been up since, like, August.
Respect. No shame.
Yeah.
I love it. A little bit of shame. Real quick. Me saying these are all going to be faster, and they will, and I'm sorry, I'm probably going to speed you up at some point, and I'm taking up your time by asking you, if there are lights on the Christmas tree, are they white, or are they, like, the multicolored lights?
So growing up, my mom always had like both, and I really loved it. It was really pretty, but I think we just have the white.
Yeah. It's classier, but there's something about the multicolored lights for me. I don't know.
It looks real nice to the eye.
More fun, It's just more fun. All right, sorry, Austin. What was your question, my friend?
Dude, I don't know. I'm so nervous. First off,
don't be nervous, bro. We beef this podcast literally every week. Much love, homie.
No, yeah, it's been great. I've watched BaRRa for such a long time. Could never subscribe because I was a broke little boy, but now I'm a 26-year-old and I have money. So,
hell yeah, bro. You're 16 when you started soon,
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Okay, so I had a question for like Aggro, but that was not super fun because that's just Aggro and that's not fun.
No, that's all anyone wants to hear, anyways.
That's the only person.
Right. Yeah, I mean, who cares about BaRRa? I mean, whatever. We're tired now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, washed. Yeah, God, this guy.
Yeah,
well, in that case,
who cares about him?
You already did, bro. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Austin.
Sorry. Well, like.
No, I mean, tangents are like the ADHD brain. Tangents are the go-to. That's all we do.
Mood.
But yeah, no, I'll stick with the food comment.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could get anything, like no money, I was the pancake question, the IHOP question. If money was no object, what is your like favorite foreign food? So like Thai, Greek, Italian, like, and what would you get?
Oh.
Yeah. So I haven't traveled too much outside the country, but I was lucky enough to go to Spain for DreamHack season 5, and then myself, Pretty Hair, and Rain Day went to Italy right after that event for a couple days. We went to Rome, and we went to Florence. And every single piece of food I ate in Italy was the best food I've ever eaten in my entire life. Like everything. Like a $4 sandwich out of the side store, a little like caprese sandwich, literally the greatest thing that's ever entered my mouth. Like unbelievable. That food, but I have to feel like eating, traditional Greek food in Greece or anything like that. Like it's all got to be insane. So I would love to be able to like import these foods fresh directly into my mouth from like literally every country, because I have to feel like all the Spanish food I ate, like I had a paella there and it was unbelievable, and then all of the Italian food I ate was unbelievable. I really want to go to like Japan and eat true Japanese cuisine there and all that kind of stuff. Like I don't know, I feel like just getting traditional food where it came from is just so OP that it, like, you can't go wrong. That was a terrible answer, huh? Italian pasta. There you go. That's one of the only ones I can say for sure. Their pasta was just insane. It was so good. Barry, what you got?
So I probably had the best Mexican food I've ever had when I was in Arlington, Texas. And I think like all the food I had there just kind of like sparked something culinarily inside of me. Kind of
okay,
like
so now you gotta come to Worlds.
You gotta come to Worlds, bro. It's the best Mexican food you've ever had.
I'm just going for the food. Like,
that's
bro,
fine. No judgment.
I had cactus tacos for the first time ever, and that was like some of the best tacos I've ever had. I think it was the best taco I've ever had, and
That's
that just kind of like makes me want to explore more. Also, I'm not very versed in Indian food. I just started eating it like last year, I think. But having like, there's an Indian food place near where we work, and it is like legit good Indian food. Because before that, I've only had like, I don't know, it's just bad food. And it would like make my stomach sick, and just it was like Taco Bell night all over again. So I was kind of like scarred from that for a long time. It was like when you have like takeout and then you just get sick and you're like, I'm never gonna eat that food again. That was basically me with Indian food, and having it recently has really like sparked something, and I am just head over heels in love with Indian food. It is.
Did you guys
if
see,
it's done correctly, it is so good.
Did you guys see that TikTok of that guy trying Indian food for the first time, like in his car? And he was like, "Oh, I've never had it."
Was it the white guy?
Like, yeah. It was like, it was the white guy trying Indian food. Okay, that's also me, because I used to hate spicy food. I've always been really picky, and so I never really wanted Indian food. That TikTok made me want to try Indian food, and I still haven't yet. I've literally never had it, but I really want to, like, legitimately. I've been talking about it with Joe for like weeks now. We just got to find the right spot. I want like, the legit spot, like that Bear's talking about. So we're just trying to find.
I would try some place in like Atlanta that's just got good reviews. I'm sure there's a good Indian place in Atlanta. And if it's good, it's like rich throughout every single bite. Like it is flavored so intensely that it's just like everything tastes like separate, but also it comes together like so cohesively as well. And the flavors just meld together so well. Like,
oh, stop! So I can only get so hungry. Right, I'm losing my mind. Yo, wait, okay. I was about to say, Austin, we got to keep it moving, unfortunately, but now I got to know the cat's name. I'm sorry, Tony and Storm in the back.
Oh, dude, we got 4. We got 4. This one guy's Leo. My. Yeah.
All right, shout out Leo. Leo doesn't want to be on the show. Respectable.
Artie's back here, Artemis. Based off of
Artemis. Okay.
Smite. Percy's the white one that was sitting on the couch after, and then Phoebe's my favorite. I don't know where she's at.
She's a little shy, that's all. Yo, shout out to Leo, Artemis, Phoebe, and
I found Phoebe.
There she is.
Oh, she's so sweet.
That's my Phoebe girl.
Oh, she's so
that
cute.
Is a sweet cat. That's the gang right there. Well, Austin,
right.
Merry Christmas early as per your
Sir.
decorations, and appreciate you calling in, man. Thanks for
love
hanging
you guys.
out.
Yeah,
hey, buddy.
Yeah, much
Love
love.
you too.
Thanks, man. All right, yo, shout out Austin and all 4 cats. I forgot the third cat's name, the white one in the background. I got the other ones, but you know, it was fine. You know, it was.
Dude, I hope his cats get along better than mine.
Well, sounds like a low bar. You know what I
mean? Dude, getting Hammy has made me appreciate Luna so much more because Luna is just
chill.
She just gets along with everybody, except for Hobbs. Hobbs will walk and be like 15 feet in front of her, and she'll just start.
Yeah, there you go. Well, she's gonna do her best. That's all. We got next one coming up here on the show. It's Connor joining us for the AMA. Yo, Connor, what's up, friend? How you doing tonight?
Hello.
Good. How are you guys doing?
Doing great,
Wonderful.
my friend. Doing great. What you got for us?
So, you can relive 1 year of your life. You cannot do anything different, but you can relive the entire year. Which one do you go with?
Wow. What a question. This is going to send me into an existential crisis. I imagine this one's easier for you, BaRRa. I got to imagine it's season 1, right?
I'm thinking about it, but also I kind of feel like high school was really good. My senior year of high school or World's year. Because senior year of high school is where I started to get confidence in myself, and I stopped being horribly ugly. So that was a great year for me. Confidence went through the roof, and I turned into a real human being. And so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got pretty, so I want to relive that year.
There is nothing like being really ugly and then waking up one day and being like, I'm attractive. Like, what happened to me overnight?
I get it.
See? Thank you.
That's so troll.
It's such a big turning point in your life.
My hair's a mess right now because I'm growing it out, and I had like a ratness for hair up to my sophomore year for high school, and I finally got it cut, and then suddenly I had 5 girls that were interested in me, and I was like, oh, this is what it feels like.
See?
Okay, I will say I had a straight bowl cut until my senior year of high school, and that was transformative for sure.
Yeah.
Get rid of a bowl cut. So you know what?
Yeah,
I'm not choosing that year, but there's something there. You know, that's good. Neon also says BaRRa relive season 6. That's a good bit.
Oh, bro, I know that is bottom
that.
Tier.
Is that Space Station?
Yeah, that's the SSG.
That was the good old days of double scrimming every day just to lose on the weekend, ask ourselves what went wrong, and then point out
just to get
3 times we threw. Right, yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna say okay, wait, here's an important part of this question. Do I have the knowledge that I'm reliving the year? I know I can't change anything, but
no. This is literally just same exact.
Huh. Okay. I think I might relive. It's actually fairly recent, I think. It's probably our second or third year living down here. Once we had really found our group of friends and had enough financial freedom to actually go out and do things with them. That was a really great time. I think if I had the knowledge that even though I couldn't change anything, I think I would go back and relive my sophomore year of college and just be able to appreciate that life and living with my roommates who I really liked and just kind of vibing and doing our thing. That would be nice. But there was also, a lot of less exciting moments and less fun parts of that year. Or those early college years in general. So if I can't have the self-awareness to appreciate it more in the moment, I think I'd choose I guess that would be what, 20, God, what, it's 2023. So 18. Yeah, I'd say 2018-ish.
All right.
Somewhere in that zone. Great question though, Connor.
I would probably. I'm gonna choose my world year. Sorry, I decided. Sorry. I'll let you go.
World's Year.
I think for me, I'm going to sound like an insane person for this. I think 2020 for me, because that was a year I graduated high school, but our whole senior year was basically canceled. I remember we walked in to do these interview things one Saturday morning in March, walked out, never came back. Now, quarantine was actually kind of fun just because we had nothing better to do than play Xbox all the time. So it was just night and day. We were playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, and that was ridiculously fun. I had like all my friends in like one place, and we even, it sucked. Everything, it kind of sucked, but we still had a good time doing it.
For sure.
I got to go to college, which was cool. My freshman year was pretty fun. Ben Roethlisberger was still playing for the Steelers, so that was also a good year. Yeah, but I think that's what I know. That sounds crazy because 2020 sucked.
No, I think that totally makes sense.
In retrospect, it was fun for me if I can't change anything. So
yeah, absolutely. No, I think that's a good answer.
Like you're
playing
gonna go
Xbox
back
with your friends. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you're not going to go back and defeat COVID or anything or stop it from happening.
Yeah, you selfish jerk. Well, you have the choice and you're choosing to not. Yeah, no, of course not.
This guy's got the cure.
Yeah, he knows it, but he's slamming Battlefront 2 like nothing we can do.
See? He's got
it. There it is, right there. But you can't have it. He's got to hit the Star Wars Battlefront 2 cues. Yo, thanks for hopping on, man. Appreciate you. Have a great night, my friend. Thanks for coming. Yeah, you too.
See you, bud. You too.
Damn, I'm literally gonna be thinking about that question like for a long time.
Yeah, it's
maybe forever.
It's those 2 years for me, I think.
Yeah, I think those are two good
like
calls.
Too great for me. Well, I guess the year technically would be cheating because it'd be like beginning of like 2008 or end of 2008 to like beginning of 2009. So I don't know. I don't think that's. Maybe I'm skipping the question, but
I'll allow it.
Oh, thank you. It would probably just be like 2009 if I had to choose an absolute year,
October to October or something like that, Like
yeah. Thank you.
That seems inbounds to me. I don't see why not. Yeah, I think all of those like younger years, it's just like you just can't appreciate them in the moment. You can't like know how easy it is to just like relax and chill. So, it is what it is. All right, time for our final guest of the evening. It's Sirius joining us here on the show. You got the jersey and the hat, yo. My boy
Let's
is
go.
I see. Oh,
the mug.
Sometimes I read this as a podcast. He's wearing a Ravens jersey, a BaRRaCCuDDa hat, a BaRRaCCuDDa mug, and I spy with my little eye an Olympus Bolts jersey back there. And I can only assume that this is all Venenu jerseys that you're wearing. No, Joel.
It's so sad.
Serious. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Venenu's the only jersey I don't have, but that's next year for sure. This is a Haddix jersey. That's a BaRRa jersey.
That would have been really funny if none of them were BaRRa jerseys. That would have made me laugh.
Right?
That would have been really good. But you got the hat and the mug either way. What's going on, man? How you doing tonight?
Doing great. How are you guys?
Having a great time.
Fantastic.
Well, first off, I just wanted to thank you guys. Just overall for years of entertainment in my life, whether it's SPL casting, playing in SPL, streams, all of it. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you, man. That's very nice of you to say. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate all the kind words you've always said in chat. I can always rely on you when I streamed a lot to kind of like lift my mood and to just like put a positive spin on things or a positive spin on the stream if it's not going that well. And a lot of times it wasn't. And you would always say something positive or say something nice. And I really appreciate that about you. I think I've told you that before, but I just want to tell it to you again because it really makes my day I assume that you do it for other streamers as well. And I'm sure it makes their day as well. That's just a very positive thing to do. And I really appreciate that about you.
Hey, no problem, man. Just try to spread any positivity you can, right? There's so much negativity in the world. Just trying to do that with a positive light wherever I can be.
Well, you do it extremely well.
Yep.
Thank you. So my question is going to be a tough question. I'm going to put you guys on the spot. Last question of the night. BaRRa, now that you're retired. Aggro, now that you're retired from casting, right? Mm-hmm. Who gets the official Aggro seal of approval for casting? Who gets the official Who do all the BaRRa fans root for now? Who gets the official seal of approval for ADC or SPL in general?
Barry,
okay,
you want to go
have
first?
to go first.
Or want me to go first?
No, you go first. My headset battery's dying, so I gotta change it real quick.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you a minute to plug in here. I'm assuming you mean of the current casting team, Sirius?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that's fair. Current casting team.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so too. Mine is going to go to none other than William Gore Miser Newberry. Gore has casting is like such a weird thing in general, and so it is simultaneously so easy for those who are good at it, and so impossible for everyone at the same time. It's really, really hard. Smite's just had a lot of people who make it look really easy, because they've been, we've been really lucky with the talent that we've gotten in the scene. And Gore has had the hardest job, I think, of any caster that's ever come through high-res, in that he's been asked to do all of the roles all the time. And it becomes really hard to build up a rhythm and develop yourself and your style while being a host and an analyst and a chair 1 and a chair 2 multiple times every broadcast. And I think that, since Dave left, he's been sticking to chair 1, kind of being the premier chair 1 over there. And I think he's been doing a really, really good job. I think that he's really improved. He's really developed his style. And I just have I'm just such an obsessive person, and I'm so obsessive about casting, and I still go and listen to old VODs, not of mine necessarily, but of random games or, Smite or League or Smash or any of these esports that I watch, just to think about the casting. And I've got a real appreciation for those who share that level of passion and detail on casting, and Gore does. He's someone who we'll message about a call, we'll talk for 40 minutes about one team fight call he had at 6 minutes. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff I love, and he really shares that. So he's definitely got my seal of approval for sure. He's a great caster.
Mm-hmm.
Hard agree. Gore's the GOAT, and I hope I see him in the SWC finals. Honestly,
you'll be seeing him in Texas for sure. I don't know what the finals cast plan is yet, but
Gore for finals.
I'm with you on that personally for sure.
And I think I would have to go with Coast if I was going to hand it off to anyone. I think he does have some growing to do a little bit. But I mean, obviously, I think in time he will fit into that kind of permanent style that I think he needs to develop. I think he's still very good, obviously. But I think he hasn't mastered, I think, ADC in the way that other players have. I think he's extremely mechanically gifted, but I think there are some holes in his play style that he can fix over time. But yeah, I think it would have to be him, just timing wise as well, because he's kind of coming in right when I'm leaving, and I think that timing just kind of fits. And I don't think I would rather hand my crown to anyone else than Coast if I had to pick.
That's a good answer.
It's crazy how good he is for just getting into the league this year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
here's the thing. He's been that good.
I guess I gotta get a Coast jersey.
Yeah,
guess you're gonna have to. He's been good for a long time. He could have definitely made this jump a lot earlier. And I'm not saying that he would have been at the level he's playing at right now, but it wouldn't have been that far off. He realistically should have gotten his chance a long time ago, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Completely agree. Yeah, ADC for a long time was just I think it's still kind of a hard role to kind of replace someone in. And I think Coast has kind of found his spot throughout this year. I don't know how well he's going to do into phase on Dragons. I'm still a little worried about the change in general. We'll see how it works as time goes on. But I'm not entirely sold on it, but hopefully it works out for him in the long run. Yeah, I would definitely hand it to Coast.
It's a good answer. Sirius, thanks so much for hopping on, man. Appreciate your kind words. And you're going to Worlds, it sounded like. We'll see you there. No,
we'll be partying from home. We always, we do a spread. We do little, some bevs. We enjoy ourselves.
Oh, you've got to stay home to host the party. You're where the party's at. So maybe I'll be coming.
You got your own world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bear and I will actually be coming to your house. We won't be going to Texas anymore. Sorry, everyone. But Sirius, we got to hang out with him. You know what I mean?
I'll be stopping by Arlington.
Yes,
yeah.
My boy.
Oh no.
They're so good. Yes, that's my boy. Serious, appreciate you. Have a great
I'm
night.
originally from California, and no, pierogies are dope here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate you, man.
Thanks
have a great night. What a fun. I know the show goes long. We knew, I should have given the prediction guys a warning. I knew there was no world in which this was I didn't say the patent did. It's going to be a short show, whatever. I can do these every day. I love hearing from our listeners and all that kind of stuff, and I don't know. This is just what is fun about all of this to me. You know what I mean? It's why I wanted to cast and why I want to keep doing the show and all that kind of stuff is to hang out and interact with cool people who share similar interests. So can't thank everyone who was a part of making this happen enough. Thanks to everyone who joined in on the show. This won't hopefully be the last one of these. So, we'll keep your ear out. We're down to do these fairly often as far as I'm concerned. So if you want to get involved, and we truly hope you do, we can get you in for the next one. Big thanks to the prediction team for making this happen. This is not an easy show to make happen. So to Storm, Tony, and all of the prediction team, huge shout outs to them. Big thanks. This was a blast, Barry. This was a good one, huh?
Yeah, I feel like I had a lot of good opinions throughout the entire show, so I'm very pleased with myself.
It was above average. It was above average for you.
My average has gone up then.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I guess if you're hitting 300, then you hit 500 for a stretch. You're not going to be
exactly.
That's. That's what it's about.
I'm pleasantly surprised with everyone's questions because I was able to answer all of them very well. And
what
sometimes
is this, by
I
the way?
struggle with questions. What?
No, you did great. Great. Sorry to cut you off. I'm getting slandered by Neon. Neon ruins one of my favorite things on earth in cinnamon rolls by coming on the show and telling me about this godless creation of cinnamon rolls and chili.
The pierogi.
And then says, Bear was actually cooking today, maybe more than Aggro? Question. What? You already ruined my night, man. You didn't have to kick me while I'm down. Unbelievable.
I mean, he is right. I had a lot of good opinions.
Crazy.
As per usual, apparently, right now.
Yo, appreciate you all again. If you want to join in on our community Discord, patreon.com/backliners is the place to go there. Big shout out to Factor Meals as the episode sponsor, factor.com/backliners50. I'm not trolling when I say this. Those meal kits are actually really, really good, really, really easy, healthy lunches, dinners, breakfast, however you want to do it.
Fit whatever dietary choices you want.
As Barry said, whatever dietary choices you want. I pointed the wrong way. So yeah, thanks everyone. We will be back next week. Is Patch Notes next week? I don't know. Time's a circle. We'll figure it out. We'll have a show. We'll talk about some stuff.
We'll be
what
there.
Will it be? Probably less food centric, but maybe not. You never know. Can't really count on it. Until then, BaRRA, you know what to do.
Bye.
Yeah, that was nice.